Hello, everybody. I'm Nick Rouse once again here talking about SIMnet integrity violations and what happens with those. So, over the weekend, for the first time in 4 years, I received an email saying that one of my students committed a SIMnet integrity violation. Now, at the start of the semester, I had talked to everybody about not using other people's files because I will find out. I will find out if you're using another student's file. So what happens is I get an email that goes to my work email, as you can see here. It allows me to see the report. So it tells me who committed the integrity violation and whose file from which class they used. Now, in the past, I found that my students were using work from other classes, the other CIS105 classes that were out there. But in this case, these are two students that are involved that are in my class, my specific class. And after all the videos that I've recorded, after all the work that I've put into this to make sure that integrity violations do not occur, this happened over the weekend. So it turns out that in this specific situation, more than one assignment, this had affected more than one assignment. So it actually affected several projects. So on the right side of the screen, you will see our academic misconduct policy under Administrative Regulation 2.3.11, which is in the syllabus. So there's a really long, really long paragraph there. So it does say, any student cheating on, plagiarizing any assignment will receive an F on that assignment and may be reported for disciplinary action. Now, I'm a nice guy, so what do I do with the person who submitted the project, and what do I do with the person who gave them that project to submit? So in this case, they are going to receive zeros. They are going to receive 0 points on these projects that were impacted. I will send them an envelope. I'll hand deliver them an envelope with all of the integrity violation reports proving that this happened. And I'll also send them a message in Canvas with the PDF of the reports that were received through SIMnet. I will do that for both the student who submitted the project and the person who gave them the project to submit. Now, as you can also see on the right-hand side of the screen, any assignment assigned a failing grade as a result of academic integrity violation may not be made up at any time. A second offense will result in the failure of the course. Now, keep in mind that in this case, this specific case, there were multiple assignments, multiple projects where this occurred. However, I'm going to take this all as one incident. I'm not going to I'm not going to say if this was a second offense. This is a first offense that will be reported to the students. Now, I am not, in this case, going to send this to an appropriate college administrator. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give zeros on those specific projects, and I'm going to just let them know that they cannot do this, that you cannot do this as my students. As my students, I do hold you to a pretty decent standard. I do want to make things easy for you, and as easy as I possibly can. I set this course up for you to just hit it out of the park. Everybody says that I spoil my students, which I do. However, at the start of the semester, this was the one specific thing that I said not to do, and that is use other people's projects for your own work. So just keep in mind that if anybody across the country is watching this and you are in a class that uses SIMnet, your instructor will probably do something completely different than what I'm doing, but I'm just letting you know that this is what happens with SIMnet integrity violations and what happens as a result of those violations. So again, the violation is created by one student using another student's file and submitting it. And that's a no-no. That is a big time no-no, especially in my course. As easy as I make this and as many videos as I put out there that basically show you how to do the work. But submitting, and I have no late penalties in my class either. So that's the other thing that I'm totally baffled about. So we still have like 3 or 4 weeks left to go. So again, in my classes, I will give 0 for every project that's been impacted, for both the person that is submitting, that has given the project to another person, and the person who's submitting it. And both people will be notified in person by me handing them an envelope with the reports, and also online with the PDF reports. Anyway, that's all I'm talking about today. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, week, month, academic year, and we will catch you at the next video. Take care.